Can I ask a really serious question here? Why don't people care? Why don't people care that I'm coming out to tell people what I've been going through? That I've been being poisoned up, to be poisoned up to death so that they could perform this identity theft? Why don't people care that I worked with? Why don't people and coworkers come together for me to put something together? Why don't people care? Am I just supposed, like, okay, how do you explain that? I understand that someone could be like just off the wall, like mentally unsound, but that's not the case. I'm telling the truth. I'm not crazy. I ran into the truth, and I know like the 2 to 15% of what the truth holds now, where I was fighting before all of my life to try and figure this stuff out. Reach discovery. So then I reach discovery, and because I'm calling them out for their crimes, then they're trying to poison me up to death, take my life, cyanide attack me, perform identity theft, fraud for life insurance policies to be taken out in my name. They're being protected to do so, and then I get this trap of the government. So I go through everything in the booklet, right? But I'm going to tell you right now that the Federal Trade Commission is out of date with what's happened to me. I mean, it's not it's not something that can be split up from just look at just the identity theft without looking at the identity erasure or the hacking and hijacking and attempted murder and the poisoning of me from being a very young boy so that these people can get away with their crimes. Why is it so hard to understand that it's not just this? It's not. And then on top of it, right after I'm brought this stuff, the next day I have the paperwork suggesting to me that I'm the criminal. Like, what in the world would it take for people to just care? Just care, that's it. I don't want to go out this way. I deserve a life. I deserved my own organic ability to have a romantic love life. I deserved my organic ability to have my own job. I deserved my organic ability to suggest I wouldn't have moved here into this house, bought in this house at all, knowing that that was all gamed up for my brother to be a fraudulent broker working in the mortgage industry to then create the insurance fraud to steal away every last little bit of my name. He's been siphoning my energy since I was a little kid. Every avenue of me is completely missing. It's not crazy. That's legitimately the case. It's they worked in this fashion to indemnify the crimes that they were doing. That I caught them in diapers for crying out loud. Do you know how hard it was to get up out of a car seat that I was attached to, hearing my sister in the other room hurting, suffering, being hurt? Do you know how hard it was? And then to think to yourself that since that moment, since that time, and prior probably, I don't know, I've been being poisoned though. And then all of a sudden, I'm trying to report a very serious fucking crime. And no one's taking me fucking seriously. They're taking it seriously of a few sentences completely out of context. 100% completely out of context. To protect the criminal. I don't know, unless it's just okay for people in their minds to think that my dad had the right to be rapey and these brothers and everybody else by proxy just had the right to poison me up, control my love life, fuck up every aspect of every job I've ever had, steal from me, steal away my NTF money, plan and orchestrate a crime of this magnitude over I guess it's just okay with the police, it's okay with the government, it's okay with the Federal Trade Commission, it's okay with everywhere else I've called, identitytheft.gov, Pam Bondi. Like there's just is there anyone real out here? Or do people just are people just okay with murder to this level of like not only the event of you dying and being attacked of attempted murder to attempted murder you, but covertly all along poisoning you up all out of state so that you can't work right, so that you can't perform your job correctly. Good Lord, I would just like to be me. I would just like to be able to be myself. Not have these things happening to me. I know for myself I would be still working. I would be just fine. I would have a house. Shoot, I would have people come. If these people were in my support system and they weren't working in the ways that they had been, holidays would look different, birthdays would look different, just regular everyday days would look different. Could be having a fire, and a fire. I don't know. Just there's so much beauty and so much joy and so much happiness that is completely wiped off the face of the map. You look outside, you see a beautiful sky, and you could feel uplifted in your life. I can't. I don't even have the right, basically, of my own freedom of mind to look at a nice, beautiful sunset and be able to enjoy that. The same way a normal person can go out and go to work, come back home, sun's going down, be able to sit outside with their coffee or their tea or whatever, communicate with their loved ones, their support system, you know, and enjoy that sky. Do you understand? That's not depression. That's not anxiety. That's not delusional persecution. For crying out loud. For crying out loud. I don't know. I've been trying to make a move online for a long time to hopefully get people involved in what they have seen of me at work, what they have witnessed in my abilities from when I started to when I was forced out. Basically, being made sick, being made uh, unable to perform my job because they wanted to take me out. You see, especially in this last place, they wanted the deed to my house. They wanted to make fraudulent, whatever they did. They did a lot of fraud here in my life. And then being my own people. So I get it. It's hard to reason that to another person that doesn't have even a little fraction of a 1% of what I've had going on in my life happening to them. They have no freaking idea what my life has been like. None. Can I please get your support? Like if I've worked with you, can you put together a letter to the police? If I if you were one of my bosses, or if you were one of my the owners of the companies that I've worked for, or if I've worked for you, if I've worked with you, or if you've seen me when I was going through homelessness, if you knew me at any point in your life, can you please write something down and get it to the police? I don't even know if it would do any good. It's like speaking out about this crime is going to get my head bashed in. I don't know what to do. I think it's completely fraudulent that I don't have any accessibility to my actual life and mind and body, spirit and soul in the ways of being completely spirit cooked in this satanic ritual abusive way so that they can psychologically manipulate, psychologically harass me, relationally abuse me, take my kindness for complete weakness to try and take over my life, take over my identity, steal everything away from me, hack me, hijack me, data map me, know my whereabouts, where I go, where how I move, specifically because I caught it on Facebook, on my last Facebook a long time ago, on my last phone that was hacked, that it was her phone right inside of her bed, right where she was in her bedroom at home, having keen access to be able to see where I go in my movements. Not only did she have access in that Life 360 app at times when I trusted her, but look, they moved this way on my life. I'm telling you the absolute 100% honest to gospel truth. I would have no reason to lie about this. Uh, they're taking my life away from me. Why would I lie about that? I'm trying to protect myself by saying and making the police report that they're trying to take my life away from me. I'm out of here. I'm hoping that I can get somebody's help. Otherwise, everyone in their fucking out of their mind world is allowing for complete erasure of a person, and they're allowing for me to get murdered, basically. Thanks so much. Thanks. I'm trying to take care of myself. I hope you're trying to do the best for your own self as well. I miss feeling like I had any kind of real normalcy in my life because I never really did. I just was really looking forward to actually being able to get away from the covert operations or the covert warfare that was being placed inside of my life. And now that it got really too close to home and really too personal in that fashion, I'm like, what in the fuck was I ever even born for? Not a fucking thing works out here as far as the system is concerned. If they allowed for this to happen, yeah, thanks so much. Thanks, world. Thanks for having eyeballs to see and see the reason in your own accord, but don't give a fuck about anybody having anything going on that might need your uh, supportive efforts in any kind of fashion whatsoever. I'm glad that your network is fine. I'm glad you haven't had these problems. I truly am, because if you ever experience these problems, you'll know it for yourself that this is just a complete insidious crime being taken inside of your life. And if you feel it for yourself in that way, trust me, you're going to feel it. And you're not going to be able to deny that feeling. Anyway, thanks for being here. Peace. Love you guys. Bye.